Welcome back, everybody. Let's do some drawing. So lately I've been playing this superhero game called Dispatched, and it got me into sort of that superhero sort of world. So today I thought I'd do some heroes and villains, and I've got some figures already ready to go, but I haven't really got a huge amount of plans for them, so I thought I could just kind of make them up as we go. That would be fun. So this one was one of the ones I had an idea for, and I'm not really sure what it is. Maybe it's some sort of alien or something that's come to our planet, and is either, I'm not sure if it's a goodie or a baddie, but I thought it'd be quite cool to have this sort of, these like horns or sort of ears. What should we do for the back bit? I'm not sure if this should be a mask or, but anyway, we'll do sort of an elongated neck, lots of little sinewy bits, and then maybe sort of like weird shoulder pads on the sides like that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And yeah, that's all, isn't it? And then we'll do a sort of armored breastplate here. And I guess this is all part of a suit, maybe. Or maybe it's just like a super suit. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll do some more little bits. Like, I imagine this feels very organic, this character, and maybe have really elongated arms as well, but I don't want to encroach too much on the other drawing, so I might just draw a little bit and then leave it as that. Yeah. So, lots of abs, doesn't miss ab day, clearly. And because we're already encroaching on the other character, we'll leave that one as that. Yeah, nice little warm up, and then maybe have like little spiky bits here as well, almost like hair. Yeah, I'm trying to think what sort of superpowers this character would have. And then some sort of, yeah, that's cool. Like that. Definitely is some sort of mask or suit. Yeah, and then maybe it would have like long, elongated arms. It's kind of like bug-like. I'm not sure what kind of arms it would have, or maybe they're like sensors. But yeah, that's our first one. Second one, should we do? We'll do like a kind of very simplistic face, because we haven't got a huge amount of area to work with. We have a little ear. So we'll do that. Superhero long, perfect hair. I always find it funny that superheroes have always perfect hair. They're always fighting crime and doing stuff, but they always have time to get their hair just perfect for their crime fighting. Dunno. Right, we'll do over here as well. And then what kind of super suit or what kind of character should we look for? Don't know yet. I was hoping that it would just kind of come to me, but I don't know. This one's a little bit trickier. So maybe this one is kind of like a super dress. We have it lots of rips at the bottom as well. Like that. And then the underside of the skirt there. That's kind of cool. And then maybe the top of the dress up here. That's kind of cool. Like so. And then we'll sort of do like arm guards as well. Like that. Oh, we'll just do 3 fingers. Maybe she's kind of like an alien as well. And then this one, same. This is kind of like a warm-up, so that would be fun to do then, rather than just sketching random stuff. Yeah, cool. And then we'll do some little elements there to show a little bit of difference. Like that. Actually, what we'll do, hang on. We'll do a little pencil work as well, so we can kind of differentiate where the armor and stuff is, because they're only little sketches. And then this one there. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah. And yeah, it's alright, maybe we should do this for all of them actually, just so they show up a little bit better. They look a little bit different from one another. Otherwise they could kind of fade into one another, and we don't want that. We want them to feel unique. I would try and make up names on the spot as well, but I am terrible at making up names of places or people, things like that. I'm trying to think of the sort of powers she would have, and we can do that afterwards. We can go through them all and see what kind of powers they look like they would have, you know. Does that make sense? You know, you can sometimes see superheroes and think, oh yeah, that one flies, that one's a great fighter. And we'll do some really cool high heels as well. That's cool. And then same on this one. So it's like a boot that goes all the way up. Like that. Cool. So I hope you're all doing really well and having a good day so far. Believe it or not, it's actually sunny where I am in the UK, which makes a nice difference. It's actually almost warm. I'm only wearing one jumper. And I hope wherever you are, you're staying safe and having a nice day. I've been for a walk with the dog. Seems very happy with himself now. And he'll probably sleep for the whole day. And yeah, it's all going well. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll come back to it and see if we can find, you know, sort of the superhero powers that we think would align with the look. And then this guy, get a little mustache. No mustache. That's not the right one. Little goatee sort of thing. A little badly drawn face. Lots of messy hair. Yeah, I think this is one of those heroes that don't have time to get their hair looking just nice before fighting crime. Yeah. Okay, and then should he be wearing, I think, just one of those sort of typical super t-shirts sort of thing. And then across here, little line showing a little bit of the tautness of the shirt. I don't know, if I was a superhero, I wouldn't wear tight fitting clothes. I would wear loose fitting. That makes sense to me, but I'm not a superhero, so maybe I just don't get it. And we'll do sort of like stripes. Kind of looks like almost electrical. Don't know. Oh, it's really hard to think of characters. You know, on the top of my head, as I go in, I thought it'd be easier, but it's not. And then we'll do. What should he have? I don't know. he'll come to me, I'm sure. Yeah, we'll give him a mullet. Yeah. Sort of like 80s style. Cool. We'll give him a little utility belt, because that always makes sense to me, you know. They would want to carry lots of stuff with them, right? That makes sense. I'm gonna put like a little strap here, almost like to hold all the bags and stuff so they don't move around too much. I feel like that would just be annoying. And the bottom of his shirt here. And then when we're going over, we'll put a little zipper here as well, so he's got easy access to actually get dressed in a rush. You know, crime doesn't wait and all that. Okie dokie. So he's got this, and we'll actually give him like combat trousers, I think. Yeah, that makes sense to me. It would be a little bit more loose fitting and be able to move around easier. Cool. And knee pads. That would make sense. You know, all these superhero landings. You know, I think it was made quite a lot of fun of in like the Deadpool films. You know, about people doing superhero landings. They jump down and land on their knee really hard. It looks awful. I wouldn't want to do that. So he's going to have really nice knee pads with like little metal bits that sort of hold it together better. Doesn't really make sense, but. And then I do some combat booties. I'll have it sort of slightly open as well because he hasn't quite laced up his shoes yet. I think that's quite funny. I don't know why the tongue bit is so big. Oh, see if we can fix it. Yeah, that'll be fine. Some laces. That's terrible. Don't look at that bit. Alright, and then try and do a slightly better shoe on this side. Hopefully, terrible drawing shoes. I think that's something I need to actually spend some time and learn to draw shoes because they're so full of detail and, you know, they can be really quite cool to look at visually. So maybe I need to do. He's got really long arms. Or is that just because of? Looks like he's got massively long arms and really short legs. Huh. Whoops. Sorry, dude. I'll do his little fingers, nice and quick, and then like kind of straps, I think. Kind of like mesh sort of gloves. We'll do the same on this side as well. Cool. It looks like he could be holding something on that hand, so I need to think what that's going to be. Some more utility stuff, some like little buckles on these little strap bits. Cool. I wonder if he, yeah, it kind of looks like he's, what could he be holding? I guess he'd be holding like a sword or something, so we'll do a kind of a sword that kind of looks like what he's got on his arms. Maybe that's what his ability is. He's just, he's got some sort of connection to the sword. You know, maybe he can use it when other people can't or something like that. Like basic. We like basic. Right. And then we'll colour in all the little bits like this. There we go. Nice. Like that. And these little bits as well. Yeah, that's quite cool. Right, cool. And these little bits there. And the sword itself, I wonder what's special about the sword. You know, I don't know, maybe it's not so much of cutting or, you know, the usual is just hacky slashy sort of thing. Maybe it could be, I don't know, maybe it causes an effect in the air or something. I don't know, maybe it's like a magnet sword. You know, I don't know how useful that would be, but maybe it creates these magnetic waves or some sort of energy field around it. I don't know. I like his mullet. Mullet's quite cool. Right, and then do some a little bit there. Yeah, really, really rough. Just woke up straight into some sort of situation. There we go. Cool. I'm going to do the sort of the stitching of the trousers. Nice. Cool. Alright, next one. What do we do next? I've got this one sort of flying down here. That's sort of taking up a lot of area. I'll tell you what I might do. I might just draw one just randomly. Yeah, let's do that. We'll make it a little bit more detailed and have a bit of fun just sort of making up as we go. So ignore the drawings in the background. We're not using them as a reference. We're just going to make a character up. So as soon as I'm drawing, I'm thinking of the Max, Sam Keefe's creation. So that's maybe that can influence us with sort of the scale of the character. So we got a big old leg, and then we'll have somewhat of a Max tribute. And we'll have massive feet. Yeah, we'll do a bit of the Max tribute. And instead of ropes and stuff, we'll have fungi. Loads of little fungi growing from his feet. There we go. We have some little spores and stuff coming off it. And then big mushroom there, and some little like roots and stuff just going back and forth and sort of coming up the leg as well. What should we call this character? I feel like we could call this character Spore. All the spores and stuff coming off him. Yeah, that's kind of cool. It won't just be a normal heel. It'll be like these weird little bits that come off it. And then, how should he be stood? Maybe he'll be like leaning forward, so we need a big old deltoid. Kind of monstrous in size and scale, and very comic-y, and definitely not worrying about realism, and like big old tricep. Just another page, awesome. And then oversized forearms, and instead of claws like the Max, we'll just have massive hands, like so, really elongated fingers, and the same thing again. We'll cover that in little details and spores and stuff like that, and then use some little. I guess they kind of look like spikes, but they're meant to be just like little clusters of rock hard fungi and mushrooms and things like that. That's kind of cool. Yeah, spore. Okay, what's this character's ability? So I guess he can make just mushrooms. Yeah, I think he's just gonna be big brute, isn't he? And don't know. Maybe if he's dipped his hands and feet in this sort of stuff and it's just come off a little bit worse for wear, maybe that's the case as well. Okay, and then big old pectorials, and we'll make everything oversized on him. Massive obliques and abdominals, the old hip flexors and all these things. Flexors? I don't know what they're called? Alright, cool. So this is kind of like a suit that he's wearing. There we go. And then what's his face going to be like? Okay, well, first and foremost, he needs a massively overly muscled neck. That's very important. And then big old back coming off here, and you can see his spine a little bit through his suit, and then that's the end of the suit there. Right, and then is he gonna have a mask? You should have a mask, shouldn't you, really? Okay. Yeah, cool. So this is looking really ugly. Kinda like it. Okay, so there's his mask. Or is this just loads of mushrooms and... Or maybe it's coral. You know, that could be kind of cool. Right down here as well. Big cheekbone. There we go. That's cool. You know what we'll call him? We'll call him Coral Carl. Put that there. Coral. Carl. So this is all... I go back on myself now. So this is not fungi. It's coral. So we're going to change these little bits and make it so it's not... Yeah, so I don't know what the power is. He just makes coral. Cool. Okay, fair enough. I'll do some little veins on his neck as well. And there we go. That looks super weird. Okay, so there's Coral Carl. We got him. We've got one already. We've made one up. Okay. There's Coral. And then I think we should just make them up as we go, shall we? I think it's more fun. And then what should another one be? Oh, I don't know. We'll do a sort of a slightly bigger version as well of this one, because I want some more details. So we'll do the traditional grimacing sort of hero face. And there's lower jaw sort of popping out like that. Very Judge Dredd. And then, well, the mask is going to be that. Whatever the mask is going to be, it's going to be that bit. So do some little details. We want someone kind of scarred up and been in the business for a while. You know, we have a slightly more than a 5 o'clock shadow on this guy. You know, a really sparse beard, you know, lots of missing little hairs. That's cool. Yeah, what we do now. A little bit of gums. There we go. Ooh. Cool. Cool. And then a really grimacing face. And then just a traditional sort of mask. It just sort of a bit... Where's his eyes in the wrong place? Oh no. Let's see if we can fix that. I don't think we can. I think we've gone past the point of no return. Oh yeah, that looks terrible. It's, it's really bad. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's just rubbish. That's fine. I'll call this one Ned. Oh, there's the boiler. Hang on, let me just pause it for a second. And we're back. Silly boiler. Right, so we've got this person sorted who is looking quite tragic. And now I just kind of want to doodle, so I think I might just do that. What should we doodle? We'll do We'll do a monster, I think. Yeah. I know, it's a bit sporadic today, isn't it? But I've been waiting for a while for the boiler to turn on. And then I was thinking, it might be nice to have a doodle page. So maybe that's what we'll do. We'll do a doodle page. It could be fun. Lots of eyes. Sort of a big, sort of chunky nose. Some frown lines. And then I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm hoping that the drawing will just come together if I just keep drawing little marks. Sometimes it works, other times not so much. We'll do a big spiky ear. Like that. Oh, it kind of looks like a bat creature. Okay, we'll just draw a big bat creature thing. I guess the head kind of goes off into a spine almost, or body. And then a big old neck. Lots of little spikes. Kind of reminds me of like a kaiju now. Big monster thing. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, this will be a doodle page now. I'm not going to worry too much about encroaching on other drawings. And then a big old hand. Oh, and since it's going to be a bat creature, we need to continue the bat-like appendages and all that good stuff. So if we do like a little bit of a flap of skin here, and then we'll have like sort of a smaller finger that acts more around just controlling the wing itself. And then we'll have a big, like meaty claw here at the front. I guess that's what it uses to grab and hold on to things when it lands. There we go, and then the wing can come around here. Like that. Nice. And then we'll bring it back down here. And that wing will sort of connect to the forearm all the way down, so yeah, that's cool. Nice big vein. Cool. And that'll do. And what can we fit here? Maybe we can fit maybe a goblin. Not really sure what I'm drawing yet. It's not really a goblin, is it? It's another monster. I lied. I thought I was drawing a goblin. My brain was not. My brain was clearly drawing a monster. Is there nostrils? It's really ugly as well. That's horrific. What is that? Oh God. That's so ugly. I'm so sorry. Ugh. I'll do some little hairs on him as well. Why not? I'll call him Gaz. Gaz. I think he's like a blob monster. And then what should we do? Down we've got a nice space here. Let me have a little think. I'll keep drawing this little monster here until I think of what to do. What can we draw? Go back to a superhero or just more random silly stuff. Well, I like the random silly stuff at the moment. Nice little warm-up. Right. I don't know why I'm drawing a biro. I just realised I'm not drawing with the microns, but it's been quite nice actually. It's a bit hard to control sometimes because I think this is one of those 10p ones, which I mean, I think it's 10 or 20 pence or whatever it was. Or I stole from work, I'm not sure. But you can't really grumble for 20p, can you? Okay. And then here, what shall we do here? I don't know. I don't know. Let me just do a little alien or something up here as well. Yeah, we'll just do a xenomorph up here while we wait. Or somewhat xenomorph. What can we do? I don't know. We could just draw more aliens, I suppose. Everyone likes aliens. What was I drawing earlier? Oh, I forgot what I was drawing earlier. I thought I could have just carried on drawing that. And we got somewhat of a skull underneath. So aliens are, aren't they? And then they got these biomechanical bits down the side like that. Yeah, something like that, isn't it? He's got these little tentacles out the back. Little protrusions. And we'll just draw an alien tail here, just sticking out there. So like the, what's it called? Not the continuation. Oh, what? What's the word called when you like drawing? Oh, the repetition. I like repetition sometimes. There we go. Cool. The blob, it's so ugly, isn't it? Make him even more horrifying. And then we'll do his feet, like here as well. He's like got his feet up, just wiggling his toes. So sorry everyone. It was going to be a good video, and then the sillies have come out of me, so now we're drawing Gaz's blobby feet. There we go. Oh, Gaz. I bet he's a nice chap. Okay, and we still got this space down here. I don't know what to draw. Oh, I don't know. We'll draw a dwarf. A dwarf something. Dwarf. We could just draw a dwarf, couldn't we? Nice little detailed doodle of a dwarf. You know, he's got these lovely frown lines all over his forehead. He's got these sort of like crinkles on his nose. He's been grimacing a lot. And then little eyes. Very angry dwarf that hasn't slept for very much lately. Like so. And nice big eyebrows. Yeah, I hope this is showing off. Showing up. I'm just drawing very lightly, and I'm aware that sometimes when I draw very lightly, the camera doesn't really pick it up. It looks okay, so I'm going to carry on. His eyebrows are going to be immense. They're going to come down to the side of his face. Cool. And there's some almost laughter lines as well. And on this side, because sometimes I draw eyes. Oh no, I just try and draw it properly. I was going to cheat and stick something against. Oh, pen's gone weird because I'm using a different angle. His eyes look really strange. And then he needs some sort of. I'm going to do nice, big, thick mustache since it is November after all. There we go. Cool. Yeah, that's quite cool. Nice. Should do some scene drawings, because it's not something I'm very good at, and I think I need to practice, drawing scenes and, yeah, something a bit different. And need to carry on with Herloff. Need to do the colouring for Meep, the character for that silly little cute game I was talking about last time, or the time before, I can't remember now. Yeah, and I get some more stuff on the Patreon. And those who are following us, thank you so much for just thank you everyone actually for all the support you give the channel. And I know lately it's been a little bit sporadic with the uploads, so we are trying to put together a proper schedule. But just trying to find the time to do it in the week is quite tricky sometimes. So thank you everyone for your patience and support, and yeah, means a lot. Right. This guy's eyebrows kind of remind me of my dad's. Cool. Yeah. He watches the show sometimes. He watches the show. He watches these videos sometimes, though. I'm looking forward to the backlash on that comment. Alright, there we go. It's quite cool, isn't it? Quite like drawing them eyebrows and body parts like that. And then a big old ear. Like so. Nice. And I think he's going to be bold, because I don't want to draw any more hair. We got some nice lines, nice frown lines, and then I'm going to do a little bit of hair. Maybe his hair's growing back a little bit on the side. A little bit up here as well. There's the other ear. There's his face, and then we do a big disapproving lip. Very cool. And then, should we finish off? Yeah, we're doing a little goatee, like so. There we go. The sun keeps popping in and out. It's really nice, but hopefully the footage isn't going to be all over the place, like it sometimes is. Right. Well, I think we'll call that just about a day. But thank you, everyone, for all your support, all your nice comments, and yeah, just making this a nice little bit of pleasure at the end of the week sort of thing when I have time. And I will try to get everything put together for a bit of a proper schedule. Just make it easier when you can come and watch things and you know when's coming out and things like that. If it's needed. I'm not sure if it's needed, but yeah, let me know. What a fantastic mustache. Look at that. No, he's a dwarf, so he's been only growing it for about 2 days anyway, so still pretty cool. Alright. Well, thank you everyone for this little doodle session. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and yeah, stay well, stay safe, all the best, and thank you. Bye-bye.